Hey there, Leo community. Soul Tigers here with a story for this wonderful community. Now, all I keep hearing is the champ is back, the champ is back. Oh man, that tells me Leo has been handling some stuff. As usual, I don't know what's going to happen. But when I'm cleansing the cards, calling in the divine, universal, angels, ancestors, spirit guides for this frequency, I pick up a vibe. And that vibe is one that speaks of rebirth, awakening. There is this cool cat on the scene, and it's the Leo in this story, handling stuff, even troubles, with a ton of resilience and ease. And because of this, Leo, all eyes are on you. I'm not gonna lie, I grew up around uninvolved Leos, so I never could appreciate a Leo's energy. But I get to interact daily with a Leo who is, for their age, they're pretty evolved, and it's amazing. It's amazing how stress sometimes is like a water on a duck's back. It just like rolls right off. I mean, of course, Leo has their own stressors that they deal with, just like everyone else. But it's like when everyone else is freaking out, say the building's burning down type of thing, Leo's the one to say, here's the hose, or let's make sure we call for help. Leo's always looking for the next steps ahead to take care of their community. So, good job, Leo. Go hard, but don't forget to take care of yourself. There is some neck and shoulder pain, and this translates that Leo is really just operating in their fixed energies. Like, boom, I'm taking care of this, boom, I'm taking care of that, boom, I'm taking care of this, boom, I take care of that. If I get this all done, then I can get to what I really want. But at the same time, you don't want to get to where you want, what you want, and then you be broke down, you be injured. So stop. Take a minute for yourself, take a breather, stretch out, eat. Really, really, really take care of yourself. Check in with what you need. If you need to take 5 minutes, it's okay. Don't try. Don't try and think that you can help divine timing along. Mm-mm. The new moon in Virgo speaks about us really taking care of ourselves during this harvest season, a really busy, busy time of the year for a lot of people. So check in with yourself. How is it that you want to see yourself next year taking care of yourself and handling stuff? Let's start to isolate where we want to keep going with ourselves and what we're doing. And again, good job. Good job. The universe, divine, whatever your beliefs are, your angels, spirit guides, they're just saying, hey, we're proud of you. We are proud of you. You're overcoming dumbasses and their tricks. That's why they're so happy. So, way to do it, Leo. Way to do it. So let's go ahead and start with the introduction. Now, I said y'all are doing so well. I'm curious what has happened. What is it that you're getting ready to go through? Or, I mean, what is it that you're really not letting affect you that you're overcoming kind of thing? So, this is why I have what's the tea. So, let's get started with what's the tea. What is it that Leo has been overcoming? What is in this present? What is in this moment? You've been overcoming mofos who are trying to, start a fight with you. Arguments, physical fight at work, competition. They don't want you going somewhere. They don't want you going. They don't want you to see a way to go. They just don't want you to do what you trying to do. They feel like you running. You running from them. and they want you to run into them. I would say it's not by accident if there's a Leo that keeps running in or seeing a certain energy around. It could be in the workplace. They keep hanging out by the water cooler or something. They hanging out on purpose. They hanging out on purpose. They over there being passive aggressive on purpose. They want you to see them. It could be, and this is what I heard is if they can't have you, your butt ain't gonna go run into somebody else. Like, look at this right here. This person is straight in between this other one trying to get to where they want to go. They want you to see that you don't have this option. You can't get that promotion. You can't move to that destination. You can't have what you're dreaming about, what you maybe have been like really wishing for in the heart, in the emotions, in the thoughts, trying to really ground yourself in and take care of yourself and going in this new way. Oh, this is what you're overcoming. You're overcoming drama. You're overcoming somebody handling you. It's kind of like the exact image of the strength card where the Empress is holding on to the Leo to hold them back. Something else the Leo doesn't see is the fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, fake Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. And you know what? This one, I'm not going to lie, they're kind of like eyeing this. Oh, but I'm hearing Leo has some kind of idea that this is happening, or they wouldn't put it past this person. Why wouldn't it put it past this person? Because they know who they are. They've seen them do stuff. This wouldn't be the first time this person has lashed out and wanted to take something that isn't theirs, trying to show up like they're innocent. Oh, 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 and like everything is a-okay. What it is they're trying to fight what Leo has figured out. They figured out that this person is an obsessed lover, and what I hear is it's really unhealthy because for some reason they feel like you have everything that they want, that they need, that makes them them. Does that make sense? Oh, this is really unhealthy here. They want to still that travel. They don't want this Leo to go somewhere. They don't want them to do something more than them, whatever this is. I even feel like because there was a thought that came in and then it got blocked out, and now that I'm addressing it and retaking my steps, what it is they do so much to try and distract Leo, whether it's popping up in random places. And it doesn't even have to be in a workplace. It could literally, what I'm hearing is the grocery store. Um, Also, they're doing the most with the fake accounts. What it is they're trying to have this Leo in this story feel like they need this person. But what they're doing is they're doing it in a really unhealthy way. So the example I was going to share is there once was this couple that I knew, and one of the partners would openly say that if their partner left them, they would themselves. Sorry, I forgot that that's there, but they'd themselves. Like that person, their partner is the only reason why they're even doing what they're doing. And when I first heard that comment, it really it like struck out. my heart to sit there and have to be the other person who has to bear that weight. Being put in that position to where if you wanted to move forward from this low vibing energy, say if that partner wanted to evolve, this other partner was putting their life saying, "Oh, if you leave, if you evolve, if you do anything different, I'm gonna myself." Like, you have really toxic stuff like that. And this person that was the one who made the threats like that, they were very combative. They were a very combative energy, always wanting to come in, always wanting to fight. But this person is again trying to make themselves look like this Leo needs them somehow. Trying to make themselves look like they're strong. I just, ugh, ugh. This is what you overcame here? And this is what you're getting ready to conquer. This one. Where did you find this one at? Good lordy woody. What I heard from Leo was it looked good on the outside. All right, what would like to come out for the present? Yeah, this person wants to keep Leo stuck in the thoughts. It could be stuck in the thoughts that whatever Leo wants to ride out to isn't going to be fruitful. It isn't going to produce what Leo's actually looking for. You have to be careful. But yeah, we have the high priestess here. They're trying to create this facade that whatever Leo's dreaming about going to, wanting, whatever Leo wants to align with, that it's not, you're not going to find anything better than me type of thing. Let's see what else we confirm here with this. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I'm that everything that Leo needs. Ooh. Oh man, Leo, you found you one. You found you one that went way over the cuckoo's nest. This cuckoo. Oh man. We talk about this cuckoo. Yeah, they're very wanting to restrict. They don't want nothing to come in. They don't want anything to go out with that page of coins. They don't look at how everything comes over here to the side of travel. They do not, I repeat, they do not want Leo to ride out. And but Leo has their eyes close to this. It's like, yeah, I know you there, but my I don't need to know you anymore kind of face is really strong. Like I'm choosing not to have to put up with you. So we have this other combative energy who is doing the most with the cyber bully. And what they're trying to do is just unbalance you. They're trying to make Leo feel like whatever they're guided to is off. They don't want Leo to see that they're the wielder of their own world, that they hold their own like internal magic, like the passionate direction they want to go in is not achievable. Remember, it's also the year of the dragon. Don't forget that it's the year of the wood dragon. So for me, is they don't want Leo to go off and rebuild within. They don't want to see Leo evolve because that means if Leo evolves, Leo's going to move past this situation. This situation, they may be always trying to look over Leo's shoulder. See what Leo's doing, see what Leo's focusing on. Is it that they're always looking over the shoulder of what Leo's focusing on, or is it something different? Well, let's get a clarity card for this Two of Wands. What else needs to come out about this Two of Wands? Oh, yeah. Don't usually do this, but they're looking where Leo wants to go. That new direction, that new beginning, that new offering. Don't usually look at that bottom. I look at the bottom every once in a while, but I don't put it out. But what is it? What is it? What is it? They want to leave Leo confused on the star, on their wish fulfillment, on achieving everything that they've worked for, have been working for, have been evolving for. They could be even watching what this Leo is watching. If there's a certain way they want to go, certain business, certain person, they're watching it and they could be, this is where that thief is coming in. They're trying to do things. They're trying to do things to kind of take from it somehow. That's what I'm seeing. But this is why it comes out in reverse because Leo's not having it. Leos don't say when they smell some fakeness in the funk, they don't say that. Leos are like calm, collective. They're cool as a cucumber. They're the cool cat. There's a reason why they're called the cool cat. A Leo doesn't act like a Sagittarius. A Leo doesn't act like an Aries. This is really unique about the Leos. What do you mean Leos need to have attention? No, Leos are just the ones who will step up. They'll step up and they'll take that spotlight and they'll dance in it because you know what? They just have that certain passion for being able to handle things or have things handled. But a Leo, unlike an Aries, you make an Aries mad, an Aries frustrated, oh, you'll see it in the way that they move. You'll even see it in I hate I love Aries. My Aries is my north node, but they'll be kind of not condescending, but they will use their words to let you know how they feel. And they don't have to go all right and just yell at a person, but they can teach somebody by the way they express themselves. Now, when it comes down to a Sagittarius, I say that because Sagittarius is they combative. They'll go in there. Well, if you think about and I was really harboring on why is it that Leo's cool as a cucumber and Sagittarius is that like other extreme, well, they will go and they will get the switch and they'll whoop a mother. They'll whoop one. They'll whoop somebody. I don't know. It's just that I don't know. Sagittarius, they're the centaurs. Centaurs, they're a little bit of a rougher kind of community. They're the ones who have to have stuff handled in the depths and the darkest of places sometimes. So that's why I would say that's why a Sagittarius could be rough and could be really forward when it comes to it. But a Leo, oh man, the cool cat of the town right here is handling it, and this person is being driven nuts because you know what you want, and they can't rock your boat. They can't shake you. No matter what they're trying to do, you see what they're doing. Your eyes are closed to their bullshit. They're trying to make you feel like you're threatened, but you're not threatened by them. Good job. All right, something that maybe pulls at the root chakra a little bit or sacral is we have this Knight of Cups. I'm going to feel like this is Leo. Leo not feeling grounded or stable in how to go off into this direction because it still lands in line with the travel. What else needs to come out? What else needs to? I'm hearing clarity card. Okay, clarity card for the Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, whoever this star energy is, it's what Leo's focused on. This star energy is an attractive person, practical, romantic, emotionally honest, devoted, careful with money, the perfect spouse and loving mother, and nurturing personality, kind, sympathetic to the feelings of others. She has a positive effect on your life. And this cyberbully knows that you have this it's an alignment, it's something special that you're gravitating to. But the whole thing is, for some reason, Leo doesn't know if they can come in with a full offering or even how to bring an offering, I'm hearing. How do I go about this? How do I start this? Like, you've made the moves. You're getting whatever this icky ugh, out of here. But then it's the next move, and that next move is literally going for what you want. And what I have is an emperor here. So Leo's a little confused on how they hold down their kingdom. If their kingdom's going to match up with what this Queen of Cups wants, what this Queen of Cups is doing, whatever this nurturing energy is. And yeah, so yeah, they are wrestling with their strength on how to do it. How to see this new direction, how to have even a new thought on everything that had been built before. There is a side sense of it's not rejection, is they're unsure if whatever they're going towards is going to end up kind of doing the same thing. There isn't full confidence in what they're aligning with, in a sense. They're bringing the past into the present. Do you have Libra in your chart? Because Libra was using the present moment as their scapegoat in a sense. And this kind of feels like that same patterning where you're finding something that's the scapegoat, and then that's what you're going with. Well, this person, whoever they are, they're intimidated. Go off of this if you want. They're intimidated because they see this happening and they're trying to stop it. Whoever these others, they see it happening. So there's some kind of spark that they see happens in this Leo. And this Leo's not seeing it though. They got their eyes closed to the spark. They got their eyes closed to the intuition. Maybe you got a little bit of Aquarius. Because Aquarius energy was also talking about they didn't see that unicorn. The unicorn that they're supposed to align with, whatever it is that they're working towards. And they did have something else in the funk. And the funk. If we go to cards right here, this star, that's Aquarius. If we go here, this is all the water signs. But I don't like to do all of that. It's the energies that they're bringing in. That's what I like to focus on because not everybody can look up a person's freaking birth chart and know what it is. Some people operate in certain parts of them a little bit more than other parts of them. It just depends on where that person is. Some days I operate more in my Sagittarius energy. Some days I operate more in my Capricorn energy. Some days I operate more in my Aquarius energy. I have Scorpio in there too. I have Cancerian. There's a lot. It's a whole mix up. I think we get too focused on trying to individualize these signs like that instead of understanding it's the flow of energy that these houses represent. It's this flow of energy that we have in us and the different things that we face and how we face them. Because sometimes the way we face emotions is not the same way as we face our thoughts. Ooh. Food for thought. Let's keep going. All right. Anything else want to come out for the present? We have a four. Four of Wands. This fake account wants to tear down the foundations to This Scorpio having this transformation, being fully transformed. That's what it is. And whoever these Four of Wands are, it has to do with more than one energy. I can only show you so much because they is free as can be. Let's see. Yeah, because they is free as can be. And usually, I think the Four of Wands only has two people, but this is somebody in there. Somebody else in the mix. I give you a little warning right here, right now. If somehow this person finds you weak with some consumption stuff, they're gonna try and do something. They're gonna try and make something with you. They're playing to keep a mofo. And this doesn't just go one way with the sexes. Not gonna lie. I have personally experienced this when I was young with my first. I've actually had another female I know experience this, where it was the male companion who chose to create a keep a person baby. So that's why I say it's not just a woman who will get pregnant on purpose. A man will get a woman pregnant on purpose too. So whatever this situation is, they popping in for a reason. They want to be in between what you're looking at. That's what I'm getting. And one way for them to do that is if you let them in. You let them in because you're having a weak moment. Oh, they going in and they're going to try and do whatever to stay. Be careful. Be careful. Don't be running so blind that you end up running right into them and right into a karmic situation. I'll tell you what right now. That is not gonna be fun, but that's all you boo boos. That is all you boo boos. Here we go. And what did I say? What did I say was they don't want you to know how they're going to come in. They don't want you to know what their intentions are when they come in because this landed over way off yonder. They don't want you to see it coming. It's not like you're going to like have that door closed and then it's like, and you're like, you keep on knocking, but you're not coming in. No, 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 no. Because even the Leo in this story is confused on this too. A little confused. It happens. It happens when you start moving on, you know. Especially if, say, they're calling in recruits, other people to kind of influence stuff. And it's happening online. So where one friend is posting something, the other friend could be posting something. Then they're like, oh my God, you guys got mutual friends. And they're hitting you up to come hang out with them so that there's a happening that you run into them. I've had people try to manipulate situations like that with me. And I'm like, no. No. Careful, Leo. Careful, Leo, Leo. So something else that you don't see, they don't want you to have, is they don't want you to move out of the conflict. They don't want you to get where you're going. I have this Seven of Swords. So whatever it is, it's hostile. And I feel like you don't want this kind of connection anymore. You're not into the hostileness. You want to be able to enjoy your surroundings. If it's time for you to eat, it's time for you to eat. But if you don't got to eat, then you're not going to go hunting type of thing. But this person makes you feel like you always have to be on the hunt. You're always having to, I don't know, go get something, prove something. It's just they really make you have to perform. And at the root here, I have this one, the Magician. There's a lot of trickery that's happening, and it's playing at the anxieties, the insecurities, the fear, the restlessness. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get a card because that landed right on my root. So right in line with the girl fight, the bully, them trying to knock you off balance because they see what you want. You want something more nurturing, and they know that you want to go towards it. So let's get a clarity card for the magician because either it's a lot of trickery or they want to feel like you can't have this somehow, like you don't have the means, the tools, even the smarts to pull it off. So can I go ahead and get a clarity card for the magician? Clarity card for the magician. Yeah. So it has to do with keeping someone out of balance, confused. Again, here comes that temperance. They don't want you to have justice. The just way of going and what we don't see is they don't want there to be action. There to be action and it's filled with tricks. So right here is the Queen of Swords, an emotionally balanced woman. She is wise from life's experiences, can find humor in most situations, no matter how bad. There has been a lot of conflict, sorrow in her life. Extremely intelligent, analytical mind, logical with a great deal of common sense. Natural leadership abilities. Will be honest and direct with you. I laugh because they don't want you to do this. They don't want you to tell them plain out, it's done, it's over, and I'm moving on. Because you haven't told them that. You haven't given this situation its closure. That's what I'm hearing. You haven't brought the situation to balance. This could be why they feel like you're tricking them. You're playing tricks on them. Maybe you're acting like this so that they'll act a certain way. They're not seeing that you're done with it. Ooh. So this is a person who is in just denial. I've heard of people like this. I really have. I'm not that person. You tell me it's done, all right, bye, deuces. I gotta move on, lick my wounds, see where I'm going next. Most likely it's gonna be some kind of inner journey. But there are other people who have different outlooks. I've even heard people with the saying is to get over somebody, you need to get under somebody. I hate that saying. I don't like it. I think that's gross. I think you're not solving anything. You're just trying to fill a void that really can't be filled. And you can get some icky stuff from that too. And then you have some people who will make threats against their lives if you leave. Then you have some people who will not grab the hint and look at there's a gnat showing up. Just like a gnat, they won't grab the hint when you keep swiping at them, showing them that you don't like their presence there, that you're annoyed with them, trying to be nice, but you're trying to show that you don't appreciate them anymore. Trying to let them down easy type of energy in a sense. Could be that too. But they're not getting it. They're not getting how much they're annoying you. That's what I'm getting. And you're trying to be honest, but for some reason, you got to get really, really direct. It's really interesting with that Queen of Swords there, though. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the block. Man, you got yourself in a pickle with this energy. Never had one of those before where they put their feet down and I'm not leaving. Actually, I lie. I had an ex who wouldn't leave me alone for 5 years straight. The first few years, he was everywhere that I went. He even tried one time to get somebody to take them out to lunch, and he's sitting there. He took them out or to dinner, and he took them out to a place where I was volunteering in a sense. just so that I would see him with this other person. And the whole time that he was walking by, he was just glaring in my direction. Ugh. There are just people out there who are just, they can't grab the hint when it's done. And sometimes you have to do the utmost. You gotta let them go every single which way for them to get it. And for this ex, I had to block him. He even would make new profile accounts so that he could hit me up. I realized I could not share my number with him, else I wouldn't be able to get a weekend's peace, because he would be that one who literally I would have almost 15 missed calls plus tons of missed text messages waking up on a Sunday morning, and he's trying to contact me. And this was for like 5 years straight. And finally, towards the end, it was like quarterly, but I would still see him coming by my neighborhood trying to make his presence known. He wouldn't grab the hint. And right now, at this time, he doesn't, I don't have any of our mutual friends on any kind of platform. And it's sad to say is I don't reach out to him because of how he is. I don't want him to know any numbers. I don't want him to know my exact location. I don't want him to know any kind of platforms that I'm on, because it was too much. It was too much. And this is this kind of energy that this person's giving. You don't let them back in. Don't do it. That's my advice right there. I'll go off and I'll tell you this. This is what I tell my kids. I'm gonna mother y'all right here, right now. It's going back to an ex is like going to the dirty clothes hamper, taking a pair of stinky ass underwear and putting them back on for a new day. Why would you do that? That don't make no sense. That's gross. That's nasty. You done worn them. You done been there, done that. It's time to let it go. Time to let it go. Get washed out. Have its own freaking cycle with itself. Whatever, you know. But that's my analogy when it comes to going back to exes. Then again, I'm a mofo who gives 110%. And if you know anything about the Leo energy, they are some self-sacrificing, deep, loving type of energy. Oh, they don't call it a lion's heart for nothing. The Leo is not seen as the head of the pride, the protector, the backup for the pride for nothing. The community. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. All right, what needs to come out from the block? What else blocks this Leo? What else blocks this Leo? Something that you don't see, but it's like a jack in the box kind of thing. It has to do with this person and what they want. Whatever they're doing, they're trying to pull at you subconsciously. Subconsciously. They're trying to get you to, they're trying to pull at you in different ways so that you will look back at them. They want you to look in their direction. They want you to choose them instead of traveling, because on one side we have, I would say, the girl fight, but then on the other side you have this travel. And right now we have this crustacean. So you have the moon energy, which is which is Pisces, but also that's Cancerian's planet. Okay, so a lot of mysticism, gifts, intuition. But then we have this crustacean at the bottom, which is also Scorpio. And the house of Scorpio represents transformation through relationships. So this is a gifted, intuitive kind of lesson here where you're going to align with yourself more spiritually. You could be aligning with this situation. This is the outcome of what happens when you align with yourself, basically. Because if you keep listening to this person, you end up going and being vulnerable with them. And they do that keep a karma kind of thing, keep a karma child thingy, then you choose them. You have to figure out if you're going to keep looking back at them. Oh, but my eyes are closed to them. Not according to this one. Up front, your eyes are closed. What you're showing them, but there's something else that you're still reflecting on. What they're saying, how they're getting to you. They could be sending some kind of like I said, they could be working with their friends and like posting pictures of events or something y'all went together, or like they're sharing memories of things that you did with this person somehow. And they're trying to really, you could be getting calls from mutual friends like, hey, this person's really missing you. Blah, 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 blah. But it's in the works. Something is in the works, and they're really trying their best. And they want everyone else to see that you are their everything. You're their Ace of Cups. And maybe they're trying to convince everyone that they are your Ace of Cups too. What else needs to come out for the block? This person doesn't want you to have the tower. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to bring down the house of lies. That's what it is, because this lands on your transformation. This lands on the justice. This lands on the balance. This lands a little bit on the trickery. This lands on what they keep looking over your shoulder about. And this lands on what you really want. You have somebody doing everything in their power for you not to have this. The battle has to do with your own inner conflict. How time has turned, how I'm hearing you can't have one without the other. What do you mean? You can't have one, you can't have light without the dark. You need, in order to come up with creative ideas, sometimes you have to take a step back from always doing the things the same way. This is what this is saying directly to this Leo card. This plays into the full moon energy right here, right now. It's getting over that inner conflict, which you're almost there, but you're not understanding these cycles. You're not understanding that how everything built up with this person, and even the fact that this Leo has to wrestle with their strength with dealing with this. It's all meant. It is all meant to happen for you to come out of conflict with yourself. And what you don't see the block that you put up to that movement, to being able to go, to being able to feel that sense of your own leadership abilities. Knowing that you're smart enough, knowing that you live life enough, that you have the experiences. But what also is spoken about this full moon in Pisces is balancing two extremes. The Piscean's actual image is supposed to be two fish tied together but swimming apart, because those are two extremes that always seem to get at odds ends, the new and the wise. So, what is it that you've learned, what you want, what you're looking for, but what can you trim away from the old so that you can make room? And that usually has to do with letting go of these past burdens. However, this person is trying to trigger you, whatever they keep saying, that keeps you looking back, that keeps you feeling like you're not balanced. You're not balanced in taking care of your kingdom. You're not balanced in being able to even offer anything emotionally. This person could be turning nasty. That could be something that's coming up. It's gonna be like the last. the last battle cry this person does with you is they're going to try and tell you you can't do any better than me. And then they're going to try and poke at everything they know they can poke at you about, and then some more. Like this person wants to paint themselves as like they are your everything. They were sent here for you. Nobody understands you quite like how they do. Oh, I had another ex who would tell me I would never make it if I left him. I'll tell you right now, I'm doing way better than what he's ever done. And I'm not even rich. I'm not an upper class person. Not really middle class. Not gonna lie, it's putting a lot out there, but I'm rich in having my bills paid. I'm rich in my morals, my ethics, my family life, the fact that I could be that supportive parent I've always wanted to be. So you really got to figure out what you want. What you want. Because what you want may look nothing like what you had. I'll give a family member I had. I would tell them because they would want to go out and they want to find a certain individual. And I told them, well, you're not going to find this individual that you're looking for at the bars, at the club, at the shows. You're going to find that individual working out. You're going to find them probably at the library in different spots, maybe a coffee house or something. But what you're looking for, if it's different, then is it's not going to be the same as what you once had. So we'll use this one again. Imagine this one with their gloves off. Makeup, contoured, earrings, selfies. Now say Leo done did this plenty of times. They've had that person who's so worried about their image. Now they've really went in, they looked, and they want something that's a little bit more. Something that's nurturing. Something that's honest. Something that will rise up for them. Something that is that all giver. That star, the light in the night kind of energy. This could be work. This could be an ideal relationship with certain family members. It could be another family member who's jealous, who's the favorite here. But however it is that this Leo pursues what they want, they have to understand that it's going to be different. It could be different how they pursue it or what's coming in. They need to be open that it's different. It's going to be new. Ooh. And not be blocked off to it. Don't stand. And this is what I got with this right here. I'll show you with these ones right here. Don't stand between what you want and blocking yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest at the core because the Sun card is the soul of self. So be honest at the core what you want. Don't stand between what you want. Don't do it. But that could be what's happening right now. All right. Anything else want to come out for the block? For oops. For the Leo community. I have a 5 of Swords. Wanting to put down some conflict, wanting to let go of these fools, wanting something more stable. I have so many queens out here. There is an ideal energy that you are looking for. Something that you really want. And then I have the Hermit pop up. But for some reason, again, you're blocked on this journey. And what leads the Hermit? The star. The star is what you want. But again, you haven't aligned with it in the sense in your emotions, in your thoughts, in your heart. It's there. It's there. It says it's here for you. What is it that you need to trust? What is the guidance that you need? Maybe somebody has mentioned something about this person that isn't one of y'all's mutual friends. Maybe you need to go and take counsel with the elder. Take counsel with the elder. See what an elder says. Maybe what I'm seeing is there is something else this Leo needs to look at. They need to trust in. What is it? Let's go ahead and start with the conclusion for this Leo community. Let's ask this direct question. Are you scared you're going to be tongue-tied when you make the moves? Or maybe you're not even going to know what to say when the moment happens. Mm. So, starting off this conclusion, I'm going to ask a direct question. What is it about this hermit? What is it about that this Leo doesn't trust others? Because maybe it has to do with the cycle of dealing with these kind of energies who end up like bullies later on, doing the most to try and win you back, but at the same time be this very, very low vibing energy that's jealous taking. There's a sense of not wanting to trust whatever you're working towards, whatever it is that you really wish for. So what is it that needs to come out, divine and universal energy? To clarify this hermit card, what is it that they don't trust? What is it for this Leo community? So, it has to do with your strength. It has to do with people taking from you. Slow and steady. I seen this pop out, except for it kept coming upright, and I was like, this doesn't match. But now it's what I feel is you got to make that movement. You've been slow and steady, and what's that movement? It's letting go of this situation, having this transformation through this relationship. That's what it is. Whatever this is, this person, place, thing, is what they did is you were able to figure out what you really want. And if it wasn't for them, you probably wouldn't have figured it out. And when you see that, things are going to change. Growth. This is a growing experience. You got to grow past what this person is telling you in the thoughts. You got to grow past what this person is trying to convince you on how they need you, how you are their everything. This person's lost. This person needs themselves. They need to get in line with their beliefs. They need to seek counseling. They really do. And if it's something that they're trying to make a threat, then you need to call the proper resources for them. Because that's not okay. That is not okay. That's pure manipulation right there. And if they're really that serious, and if they're at any kind of moment's notice willing to make that threat and act like they're going to follow through, then again, the proper resources need to be brought in, and that person needs to face what they're doing in a sense. Because that's not healthy for you. I get you don't want somebody to hurt themselves over you kind of vibe. I get that, but this person is using this as leverage. And when you see whatever they're using as their leverage, and that it's okay to move past it, it's okay for you to be in line with where you're going, then that's it. That is it. Their choices, their free will is not governed by you. Their free will is governed by them. Remember that. I don't like that. People put the blame. Oh, you made me. Oh, you made me. What about them? Kind of. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get some self acknowledgement because obviously you're not ready to learn. Let me know when you get some of that and you drop the blame game here. All right, let's go ahead and get 3 more cards. 3 more cards for this. What will help the Leo in this community? This has to do with travel, making the moves. This person is not going to take anything that you don't need. That's what I'm being heard, and it's time to let go. When you let go, that's when you're going to be ready to make the moves. When you let go to however they got this Taurus. Why did I say Taurus? To however they got this Leo chained down. Maybe this Leo has some Taurus in them. They have this Earth here. But no, you're going to, again, when you let out the old, you make room for the new. Anything else want to come out? When you finally tear this tower down, you're going to see the teaching moment in it. The teaching moment. And you're going to realize how this person was playing at your sexual energy. Oh, you don't know this? Oh, God, why do you think they do those thirst trap pictures? Why do you think they're trying to make themselves be everywhere that you are so that you're going to go lusting after them? Be careful because if you go lusting after them, they gonna play to keep. So it's seeing that too, how people can use different ways to try and manipulate a person. And this all comes up so that you can get grounded in yourself and making sure that you know how you want to take care of yourself, which is that new moon in Virgo, health, hygiene, and this harvest. And right here is you felt like this has grown to what it's gonna grow to, and it's time to get out. It is time to get out. So let's go ahead and do a white light oracle to confirm this all here for this Leo community. Thank you so much, Leo community, for hanging out and being the last ones up, having the popcorn ready for everyone else and stuff. Y'all are so amazing. Very amazing. If you've already conquered this, then this is just confirmation and what you were dealing with. If it's something that's getting ready to happen, just make sure to really ground within yourself. And just know sticking with a good set of morals and ethics is never wrong. Wanting to go where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to align with, your destiny, your purpose isn't wrong. I'm here right now doing this because I was called to it. And I cannot deny that. I don't know why I was called to this, but I have to honor where my alignments are supposed to be. Sometimes we don't know the reasoning. And it may take me another 5 years, 10 years to fully look back and see the full reason. But once you get over this, you're going to see how this sets you up. And this gave more fuel, even though you don't feel it, to the fire of getting that wish fulfillment where you want to go. Just don't let this person catch you up. Whatever this energy is, person, place, or thing. So here I have number 26, Deer of Delta. That just reminds me of the lion's heart there and how gentle and nurturing y'all are. And this kind of tells me this is the journey that you want to not only like be bathed in, I want to say. It's somewhere that you want to have around you. It's something you want to be, but also surround yourself with. So, number 26, Deer of Delta. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in your own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Yeah. So, however, this person is manipulating stuff, social media, using friends, how you feel to the core, how you want things to be, because all these queens brought in a certain gentleness, kind of honesty when they're in the upright. This one's a very giving one. All right. And so there is a very caring, compassionate, but even like aligning with it in your thoughts that you really want. Now it's just creating that movement and surpassing. I'll share this with you. I have a situation with somebody that I'm dealing with, and this person I have, how do I put this? Ugh. It's something that I thought was one thing, but then they ended up being another, and they started popping up everywhere, and it was gross. And they started doing stuff, different different ways of projecting things to try and influence what they want. And sometimes you can feel bad by being disgusted by how ugly a person is. You could be disgusted even sometimes with yourself for not recognizing how ugly a person is or how ugly a person's intentions are. And it can make you draw back with yourself. It can make you draw back from others. Really questioning the intentions of others that come into your life, that cross your path. Are you just as ugly as the last individual that I dealt with? And when I say ugly, I'm not talking about the features. I'm talking about in the core with their ethics and their morals, kind of ugly, not operating in those kind of ways, always operating in manipulative ways. It's dark energy, selfish. So, I mean, once you stand up, once you let it go, it's gone. And sometimes it's getting back down to your beliefs. I will say this almost every time. I literally, when dealing with this energy to bring justice to the situation, to bring balance with my guides, is I gave it to the divine. Because this person tried to come in and tell me what I was saying was wrong. What I heard come out of their mouths was wrong. That they weren't projecting any kind of certain things. They weren't trying to put out certain things. They weren't trying to always pop up on me. By the end of it, and they're still trying to come out and trying to sit there and say something. I'm not wanting to hear it. I'm waving her off. They're still me, 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 me. So I gave it to the divine. I went on a little spiritual journey with myself to help cleanse this out. And I know I want to live in a certain light. I want to live in the love, light, and compassion kind of way. I want to live a beautiful life, a- walk on a beautiful path, no matter the tests and trials, because it comes down to my perspective. And I literally asked the divine. to take this situation and to handle it for me. I would like to find the lesson and to be able to rise up, not only above it, but in the sense of moving past it. And one of the sayings that I kept saying is, I don't need a hand out, I need a hand up. That's it. Because this person was trying to play at some stuff. And it did. It made me sit back. It made me have to kind of look back and keep reflecting on what they're doing and stuff. And again, once I got solidified in what's my destiny, what's my wish fulfillment, then again, I gave it to the divine. I gave it to my angels of protection, and I'm moving forward from it. And I'm going to continue to listen to my guides. I'm going to continue to check out what's going on, reading the between the lines when it comes to the energies around, because you can definitely feel when somebody's acting sinister with you because they keep their presence known. They want to keep checking up on you. They want to see basically if they still have a hook in you. Anyone that I know that wasn't had those kind of sinister, manipulative kind of motives, they let me fly however I want to fly. They don't care when I come in, they don't care when I go. They're just happy to know me kind of thing. But as the other ones, there's always some hook, metaphoric hook, some tie that they want to keep tethered to you because that feeds them. That means you're dragging them along on your journey, or vice versa. That means they can take you and drag you along on their journey. You gotta be careful because that's still in destinies right there. Again, that's manipulating. Mm. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the microphone. Beep, beep, beep. And this story. Y'all were wonderful for being the cherry on top. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and of course, hanging out. Have a great rest of your day.